Guys, welcome to one of the best setups to use in Division 2 new update. This build will slap PvP and PVE. I will explain in tiny details why this build will shine new update, but the main thing, it's pure barbecue chicken. We have tons of damage, we have protection from shock effect, still we have the best talent combo right now and survivability. We have shit ton of armor to absolutely wipe servers out. Uncle Butcher in the building. If you're new here, hit that like, smash that sub, or leave a hateful comment. It truly depends on your preference. Just feel like you are at home, man. And with that boring intro out our ways, let's dive into this one. I'm using Police M4 in this setup, one of the best assault rifles in the game, and of course St. Elmo's engine exotic assault rifle. This bad boy has one of the best weapon attachments in the game by a mile, and it will apply shock effect on enemies, which is pretty goddamn nasty, but unfortunately this shit works in Dark Zone as well. It's absolutely unbelievable that this hasn't been fixed, and so I think this should be addressed, but I mean, developers doesn't play PvP because you need shock resistance. It's absolutely must have if you want to play Dark Zone, and this build gotcha, baby. We have tons and tons and tons of damage, and for legendary difficulty we have also armor, shield at maximum health, and you can modify this setup to fit your playstyle. What I mean by that, for example, if you want more survivability, you can go with Unbreakable and Adrenaline Rush. If you want to support your team, you could go with Vanguard and maybe Galvanized Talent. But the core gear pieces should be the same. I will show you with my build guide. But before we get to the setup, quick word from the sponsor Diving.net. These guys have been working for many years in boosting services. They have tons of customer reviews. You can check everything by yourself on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. Use RBDIA or RBDIF promo code to receive 15% discount on absolutely all services, not only on Division 2 items, on maybe Diablo 4, Destiny. These guys can cover all your needs. If you have any questions, don't hesitate, drop your comment down below or contact the operator, and the rest will be the history. But now let's get back to this setup, and like I said, this one is pretty dope build to use, especially after companion nerf. Right now companions work still together, but DPS output is not that crazy. From top tier combo to companion set now is like at 4th place in my books, and that's if we will not consider gear sets like Hunter's Fury, maybe Heartbreaker, Striker or Dilemma. So pure talent combination, it's at spot number 3/4. In this one, for specialization, we will use Technician. Technician specialization will give us disrupt grenades, really nice for legendary difficulty. For PvP, simply switch your grenades for concussion grenades. For legendary difficulty though, these grenades are absolutely mamma mia. You're gonna stop all the shenanigans like healing stations, drones, dogs, all that shit. But again, for PvP, guys, you can switch grenades on the fly like this by simple button press. Easy money, really nice addition to the game. Also, Technician specialization will give us linked laser pointer attachment, extra skill tier, which will turn into extra weapon damage, and artificial height if you need it. For the weapons though, I'm using St. Elmo's engine exotic assault rifle. In Dark Zone, most of the time this will be my secondary weapon, fully clipped with shock ammo. I will not use shock ammo if I will not fight rogue agents, or if I want to kill somebody, only then I will switch to that weapon. Main weapon here will be Police M4 with Optimist. Why Police M4? Because on this bad boy you can apply linked laser point attachment, which will be given to you by Technician specialization. Pretty goddamn self-explanatory, and it has really nice weapon handling as well. So this combo is pretty dope. For the pistol, DZ exclusive pistol Orbit with perfect finisher talent, kill non-elite enemy or maybe some NPC in Dark Zone, switch to your any weapon and boom, you have crit damage and capped out crit chance. And 40% crit damage can be a difference maker sometimes. And for 10 seconds with this time to kill, it's more than enough. For the gear though, I'm using Fenris Mask with hazard protection, crit damage. Chest piece, perfect spotter. Crit damage, crit chance, armor core attribute, crit damage mod. As you saw, I have more than 50% crit chance on this setup, so really nice, and 130% crit damage and tons of amplified damage and damage to armor, damage out of cover attribute. So overall, really nice setup. You could play around with some pieces. For example, you could use Fenris with normal spotter. Normal spotter would give you 15% amplified weapon damage and skill damage. So it would allow you to use Yal's mask if you need, chill out mask for extra mods. Maybe you want to use scanner pulse. It depends truly on your preference, but there are some room for improvement or to fit your playstyle. Or if you don't want to use spotter, for example, simply use Fenris chest piece with obliterate, it would work, or maybe glass cannon if that's your thing, or unbreakable, and then simply use any mask you want, maybe Walken and Harris to boost or gain extra weapon damage. So you see how this build can fit your playstyle, and in that way you are not stuck with technician specialization. You can use survivalist or firewall specialization for PvP and PvE. So it will unlock multiple options, but this is the core synergy here. This holster for PvP is must have right now. We are getting 50% resistance against shock effect, and in PvE it's actually a nice combo with your shield, because you can apply shock effect on your enemies by hitting them with your shield. So also it has nice use in PVE, especially against rogue agents, hunters, or bosses, or chungus. Pretty nice synergy. As you see, I have almost 90% resistance against shock effects, and that's more than enough to be protected from that nasty bullshit. On my backpack though, I'm using Vigilance. Vigilance will give us right now the best DPS output. Like I said, this is the best DPS output combo right now. Vigilance and Spotter is again back at the top. King or top tier, meta, OP synergy, you name it. Best of the best combo right now in terms of DPS output. But you could replace Vigilance again with maybe Companion, maybe with Adrenaline Rush, but I would recommend you to stick or leave Sombra for that extra crit damage boost. Gloves, knee pads, Fox Prayer knee pads, Contractor's gloves are the best for a couple of years in slot. So for the gear, Decoy 4, DZ and PV and the shield. Bye!